welcome to today's webinar. I am Doug, and we have with us Mr. Randy Reed. So we'll welcome everybody to our short discussion today on Facebook ads and how much of a pain they can be.
And how much of a pain they don't have to be.
Well, that's and that's the important thing. That's what we're going to show some people today.
Yeah.
So we had talked. Now, go ahead.
I was going to say, if I can get through this webinar without using vast amounts of profanity, I'll be impressed. Because when we start talking about the Facebook Ads Manager, I can't be responsible for the words coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible. It's a mess, and I guess talking about that's really kind of the biggest reason that we're doing this today is that to get in that Facebook Ads Manager, one, you need a tremendous amount of training. It takes so long, and then after you get it down pat, they change it.
Well, my analogy one time is just imagine if you change your forms every month in your school.
Yeah.
And you come in, okay, all that thing you've been working, never mind. Back to, I watched a webinar one time on this is last year or so, on a high level ads guy, guru, whoever he was. He goes live. He brings up the ads manager and he goes, hell, I haven't seen this one before. This is new. And it just blew his heart because even he couldn't, it was like, well, you're the master. If you can't get it, what chance do I have? And and the little bit that I did, I went through some courses, as we all have. I've tried some things, and it's hard enough to learn it. But then, like you say, all of that's for naught, because then they change the damn thing.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Well, we're going to show you how you can
forgive me. I'm having some nice Mexican coffee here this morning on the island of Cozumel. I got to stick that in. Get everybody mad at me.
I appreciate that. Now we're going to show everybody how you can run your own Facebook ads with help. For we're gonna do it for $1 for you for 60 days. So that'll come more information at the end. However,
well, one of the things we talked about, Doug, I know we've had this program out for a while. We really haven't pushed it. We haven't gone crazy on pushing it yet. We just want to double check everything. But it's as I tell you all the time, everybody should be doing it this way. It's the right thing for martial arts schools. It's the right thing for the school owners. It works, and there's just no damn reason everybody's not using this thing. So we talked and said, hey, let them put a dollar bill on the table, and by God, we'll show them how it works.
Yeah, it's everybody's got $1. If not, I'll send you $1 back if I need to. Same thing I did when I was selling books.
Well, I'm gonna spend that $1 on a that's what a beer costs down here in Mexico. So if we get a bunch of people will take their $1, and I guarantee anybody that looks at this thing, and going back to with Francisco, our Facebook guy, when we looked into this software, which we have now customized, when we first looked at it, the guy said, well, what do you think of this? I said, I don't think it can be done. Can you prove it? He said, well, yeah. I said, all right, can we spend a bunch of money and time and adapt this for martial arts? Yeah. So that's what we've done. And it's amazing. We'll show it to you here as time goes on. And I'm a little bit, what's the word? I don't want to start the profanity yet, but dang it, you school owners need to be using this darn thing, so we'll leave it at that.
I mean, let's face it, if they're content paying somewhere between $500 and $1,500 a month to somebody to run their ads for them, then more power to you. But there's a better way.
There's a better way. You save a lot of money. And we all have gone out and hired the gurus. And that's not even anything against the gurus. When they were all over the place, that was the only way to do it.
Right.
There wasn't another option. Now there is. You don't really need the guru guy anymore. And technology has caught up with enough that it alleviates a lot of that problem. As a businessman, when I first got into the Facebook Ads Manager, I absolutely couldn't believe that a company was run that way, run that poorly. That confused me. And I'm like, and they're making billions of dollars. What the heck am I doing wrong? So once we were able to adapt this software and build it in and bring our developers in to get it to work for the martial arts, there's no logical reason not to do it this way.
No, I absolutely agree. And some of the other benefits that Easy Ads brings, of course, is, we've got a proven library of ads that work. And I mean, it's hard to not take that and run, doing my own ads from Facebook Manager, even taking things, I belong to several groups, and they would give us ads and ad copy and all these kinds of things. And not everything would work as well in Warner Robins, Georgia, as it might have in Orlando, Florida.
Right.
So, the ability for somebody to be able to tell me that this ad is running, it's running great across the United States. I mean, you can't beat that.
Right. Well, and for when you have let's call it a Facebook ads management company doing it for you, they say, yeah, send us our money, pay your bill at Facebook, and we'll see what happens. We'll get it working for you. You're not on top of it. You don't have the statistics hourly what's going on. So what happens is you have to go 100% trust with them. And I'm here to tell you, I don't think the gurus are bad. Marketing doesn't work the same everywhere at the same time. It doesn't even work in the same place at the same time of year. There's some kind of sorcery from down under that does this marketing. So what you need to be able to do is test. And like you say, when you're part of the Easy Ads marketing family, we're sharing what's going on. You'll see a print here of how that works. What is absolutely working best. So now I'm not going to spend a ton of money trying to figure out what's going right. I have proven system, proven campaigns, and that's going to save a ton of money on there. Because I'm here to tell you, the only other person you can ask, you don't ask a guru, is you get one of those Facebook reps, and come to find out, they're really not there to help you. They're there to run your bill up as high as they possibly can.
All right. So let's see if let's take a quick tour through Dojo Max and Easy Ads, so that we can see how easy it would be to run. So hopefully everybody can see my screen, and I'm in Dojo Max, and I'm in, of course, Apex Martial Arts, and I'm choosing now that I want to run an ad.
Okay, so, to back up, Mr. Rankin. So anybody that joins Easy Ads gets this program, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So they'll have up in the upper left-hand corner where it says Apex Martial Arts. It would say whatever school they happen to be. Yep, they log into that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So when I click on Manage Ads, it brings up the ads that I'm currently running and the ones that I've run in the past. And in order to get Easy Ads going, all I do is click on New Campaign, and from there, it's all a matter of just a few clicks. So we're going to go into the public library, so that this is the one that anybody can go to. So if you noticed, we had one just for skills. We have one just for success team, but this is the one that we would open up to everybody. And if I'm going to click into a martial arts ad, again, this is one of the bonuses that you get in Easy Ads, is that here are all the ad templates that we have to choose from. And I can scroll through, and if there's a template that's not here for you, so let's say you run some, I don't know, slightly off the wall trial, or whatever your inclusion might be, tell us, and then we'll be happy to get in here and we can create the copy for you to be able to do that.
Sure.
And there are, look at all these things. I have so many options to be able to choose from.
But more importantly, we have the data on each one of these ads.
And lo and behold, here's one right here that's got the R by it.
Yep.
And that R, that's the magic R, and it stands for Rankin. Recommended.
I thought it was read. Anyway, the R's are important.
So this is the ad. Let's say this is the ad that I choose that I want to run. So I'm just going to click on it and choose the template. Now, we suggest that everybody sends it to the Facebook lead form. You can send it to a landing page or messenger if you want to. However, we'd like to tell you that the lead form works best. And again, there's the proven results. You can do whatever you want to. I would always suggest at least a $10 minimum on your ad cost. If I want to put in let's put in my website here, and then I just choose the radius that I want to use. And for me, we usually, from the middle where our address is, usually I start with 10-mile radius and go. And from there, all I have to do is click on the launch campaign button, and it's going to do everything for me from there. Does it get any easier than that?
Nope. Click and go.
Now, let's say there's something in here that I did want to change. When I go into the optional info, I can choose a custom audience if I want. I can do certain location targeting. I can change my media. I can change the text that's in here. Whatever it is that I want to do. I want to add my Facebook pixel. All these things, these are still options for you to be able to do. You don't have to. They still work for you either way. But once I've created my ad, let's go back to the dashboard real quick. After I've created my ad, it's going to pop up on here, and it's going to show again in blue. And we're going to let that ad run for, I don't know, it's going to take 2 or 3 days for the algorithm to be able to kick in. And after, let's say, 5 days, this ad isn't getting the results that I want. I have a couple of options. I can go in through my ads manager, which we all hate, and do some small iterations, or I just stop this ad and go in and create another ad with the iteration from here.
With 3 clicks.
3 clicks. And it's simple and easy and ready to go. All right. So here are some of the statistics that I'm hoping that we'd be able to see. I'm not able to see that. What am I doing wrong? Well, I'm going to have to read them to you. How about that?
Are you sharing your screen right now?
I am.
Could you just go into Slack and then pull up the one you sent me?
Oh, let's see.
I've got it. If I can share my screen, either way, I don't know how to. We're using this one. I'm used to the Zoom. It says present on here.
Yeah, let me see if I can get in there and do that. But the ad information, the numbers part of that.
Results. Yeah, the results and the data, and that's what makes this so powerful. And then what's the most powerful part of the data is the ability to share that data and cross data. Here we go. Now we're talking. Can we make that a little bit bigger?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, my eyes are bad. Hopefully people got better eyes than I. Yeah, there we go. Look at you. Look at the big brain on Doug.
I noticed there's a little plus sign and a minus sign on this cursor that's going around.
Well, who would have thought what that's for?
Go figure, man.
So, yeah. So what we can see here is what the different ads are doing, what our results are. The majority of the time, we just want to know how many leads we got and what they cost us.
Yeah.
And when they don't work, you go in there, you can do one of 2 things. You can follow the system, like Doug said. You can do your iterations, or you can kill it, start a new one, and get in there and make the thing work. Now, if you just let it sit, it's going to show that your lead costs are going to go up really high, and you don't want that. That's what happens is, unfortunately, people have a tendency to run some of these ads and not stay on top of them. And the next thing you look down and you spent way too much money. So
it's like everything else in your business. You've got to stay on top of it in order to be successful with it.
Correct.
Right.
Now, when we have people all the time ask, well, can you just do this for me? And yeah, we'll do it for $750 a month, or you can pay $1 and you can go in there and click on the thing.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense for somebody to do that for you when we have all of this right here for you. It's literally 2 minutes in the morning while you're having your half a cup of coffee, like I'm doing now.
Let's go through and take a quick look at some of these stats as well.
Okay.
Let's undo this one for a second. So moms love our summer camp. So somebody's running this ad. They spent $56 and they've already got 13 people that have given their information at an average of $4.32.
Wow.
And then we got somebody who's running a similar ad, 19 at $6.24. Here's 15 at $8.87. So I think we can definitely say that this is a recommended ad.
So if I was going to start my summer camp ads, which I should be doing right now, I'd click on that thing and bang, 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 I'm running it.
You got it.
And it's got my school's name on it. I can put my picture in it if I want to. I can adjust some things I want to. Bang, bang, bang. And I haven't sent anybody $750.
No, or you just click on the Moms Love Our Summer Camp and send it. And like we did earlier, and you get results that look like this.
Yep.
So let's see, what else do we got? Here's another one that's, are you unsatisfied sending your child to a boring daycare for the summer? 87 results at less than $10 in acquisition.
Ouch. And over what period of time?
This has been the entire month of February.
In February, they got 87 leads.
Yep. So we just averaged about 3 a day. That's all.
That's it.
Where else do you do that?
for a dollar, for a damn dollar, folks. I'm going to start cussing. This is where I start cussing at. Damn it! Listen, you're running your school. Here's the kicker. Here's what drives me nuts. The full price on this thing. You're going to get a 2-month trial. It's going to cost you $1 a month. It's going to cost you 2 Mexican beers. After that, it's $199 a month. You take I don't care if you're paying $500 or $750 a month for management fees, subtract your $200, take that other money and put it into your ads. And man, you're cranking for the same money you're paying right now. It hasn't cost you a nickel. And it works. You have this data. And now what we do is, like next Wednesday, we'll have our weekly training call or weekly Q&A call for Easy Ad. You have a question on what's running. People just want to talk. Hey, I got to tell you something. I tried this. You guys see my stats over here? I got 87 damn leads. How'd you do that? Where are you at? Being part of that Easy Ads Dojo Max family on this thing, you got everything you need for $50 a week.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you don't have to even pay that until you spend $2 for 60 days. In theory, whoever that guy was that had the 87 leads in February, if he doubled that for $2, he could get 174 leads for summer camp. That should cover his $2.
Yeah. And it's not like it just works. It can't be that we're just throwing something there for summer camp and it works. But here's the 2 free week. That's in somebody's running that for their martial arts program. Here's 12 at 10:55. They spend $126 to get 12 names. We're down at the very bottom here, 2 weeks for 29. That's usually the one that I run. $24.90 for 19 acquisitions in the month. I'd spend $25 to get somebody to come in the door.
I certainly would too.
Oops, that's the same page. I wanted to show the other one. There we go. All right. And if you look down at the very bottom here in the corner, you can see that we've got a couple. Here's one that somebody was running 4 weeks for 44, which was not a recommended ad. They spent $187 on per acquisition. They only got 2.
Yep.
That's horrible. And we told them, our team said, hey guys, you need to make sure you're taking a look at this ad because it's not performing well for you. First of all, we recommend that you change it. No, I don't want to change it. We do 4 weeks for $44. That's the only thing we're ever going to do. If you have that mindset, first of all, you don't be a dummy. Change. Secondly, if you are just, you got to get in there, make some iterations to be able to change that stuff because Facebook is not going to just do it for you. Yep. But what I wanted to show everybody,
and if we're going to do an iteration, if you have some challenges with it, A, we have the weekly Q&As. B, we have email support. And if it's an emergency, you give us a call. We'll jump on there with you and help you do it. We got a great support team. Francisco's unbelievable at this.
Well, if you look at all of these ads, so 2 pages of ads that we were running, we are under $20 in acquisition. So in the month of February, we gained 376 names for martial arts schools across the country and an average of less than $20 a person.
Can't do any better than that.
No, you just really can't.
Right. And once again, it goes back to, Dojo Max, we built this thing. Our tagline is, we make you money and we save you time. And that's exactly what Easy Ads does. It lives up to our promise. These ads are proven ads. They're going to drive. Now, it's up to you to do the follow-up. We've got some cool stuff that you can help you with that if you want to, if you need that at some point. But more than it, I know that when I was trying to play around with it, and a lot of people do, you know what happens is that ads manager is so frustrating that they just, I'll do it tomorrow. And then 2 weeks go by and they spend a whole bunch of money and no results. And I'm here to tell you, you can pay. I don't know if you've ever done this, Doug, but I've done it in a couple of different areas where we have schools. Just go Google Facebook ads management in my town, and you'll find some marketing companies. And you call them up, and they want $1,500, $2,000 a month, and then they say, "Well, it's going to take a couple months to get to learn your business." And we don't have that. We're as a community, we can't afford to go out and spend $5,000 to teach somebody how to do this. And so what happens is other people are trying to do it at a very reduced rate, and frankly, they can't keep on top of it sometimes as well as they probably should. Somebody just asked Google ad success. We got that on the other video, buddy.
That's not today's topic, but we got
some really impressive stuff on that. It was kind of like, which one are we gonna? Should we do both? No, we're dealing with the karate community. Let's keep these shiny keys right here for them.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, right. But I've had several different people try to run for our schools. Especially, we have a school in Brookfield, Wisconsin. I can't tell you why that thing is the hardest darn thing to get people in through Facebook ads. Francisco did, I forget what it was, 25 iterations before he got them, so they're starting to finally pop. And now we've got other ones that we've done. We've put up one ad, and that thing hasn't changed in 4 months. So understanding this thing and understanding with trust. If we've got our Facebook or our Easy Ads family community under the branch of Dojo Max, we're going to do the right thing. And we're going to make sure that we are making them money, saving them time. That's all we do. And we're pretty damn good at it. And you guys get your dollar bill out. And Jeff asked, is there any video ads? We're working on that right now. We've got some minor ones that I'm not completely happy with, but that's in the works and that should be up shortly.
Yeah, we do have some video ads that are available though.
We do.
Yeah, that's video is definitely the future.
Yep, absolutely. And in fact, I've got a friend who's one of the top dogs in that. We're going to be talking here in the next couple of days about trying to work something with him. So while you guys are running your martial arts schools, which is what you should be doing, we have our teams out figuring how to support you, how to make you money and save you time. That's what we do. And we do it real well. And so the genesis of that tagline, how can we make them more money, make the ads work? How can we save them time, make it easy to go? That's what Easy Ads does. Every damn school owner in the country should be using this. And here's why. Besides, excuse me, I got distracted. I'm on a Caribbean island here looking out the window.
Focus, Mr. Reed. Focus, sir.
I'm trying. But the more members that join our family, let's call it our marketing co-op, if you want to use that word, the more people we get, the more data we're going to have. The more data we're going to share. We're just going to get better and better and better till this thing is just unstoppable. So that's our goal, is to do it this way. Because we actually tried doing what they call agency type, where you're running the ads for them. And first off, I didn't feel right about it because we can do it now with this new software. You don't have to spend that much money. We can do it better. And this is a much better way for the school owner. How much are we charging? Do we take a percentage? Hey, we should take a percentage. No, we don't take a percentage. We take $1 to get started. No, to answer your question, I don't mean to be a smart aleck. No, we don't take a percentage. We recommend, and once again, it's kind of all over the board, but I think we're recommending that they start at $20 a day. Is that correct, Doug?
That's the recommendation, but a minimum of 10. And we have had people that, have started at $5 a day and still got good results.
Right.
But in Facebook world, starting with that $20 cost, even if you're only going to do it for 3 or 4 days, is the best way to go ahead and get the algorithm started for you. And then if you need to modify it, change it down from there.
And there's some, as much as last company 500, but only 300 actually went on ad spend. Yeah. Well, there you go. You're in control of that. If you're part of this, you spend what you want to spend. We're there to advise you, support you, help you in any way, give you the programs that the ads and the system, the campaigns that are working. And if they don't, we have a system and support to change it till you get it ready. Jeff says he's ready to join. I don't blame you. Send me $1.
We'll show you in just a minute where to go, Jeff.
Right. Well, anybody that knows me and Doug, we're not exactly gurus. That's not what we do. What we've done is we've gone out and found the people who can do this job. What me and Doug are karate guys, and we understand the martial arts business. We understand what it's like to tie that belt on every day and walk out on that floor. We understand how hard it is to really try to do all the jobs. If we go back to the E-Myth, we have leadership, we have admin, we have sales and marketing, we got operations. Geez. So if we can take some of that, help you with that sales and marketing, and you can put more energy on the floor, you can do a better job on the floor. And anybody that quits is one you don't have to get. So we're here to support the martial arts community. That's all we do. And one of the reasons we're able to do this at such an affordable rate is I live down in Mexico, and we have much lower occupancy costs in our office down here. We have much lower labor rates, and that allows us to support the martial arts community even better. So that's what we're doing. We could probably charge a whole bunch more for this when we wanted to, but
we could. I mean, and that's a battle that you and I have had from time to time, that what we're charging people is not nearly what the value of the program is worth. There are people that are out there that are charging for the same, do it yourself or do it with you program. They're charging $500 or $600, and then if they do the marketing, it's like you talked about earlier, Mr. Reed. $2,000 is a number that I found locally that somebody was going to charge me to do Facebook advertising for me. There's other places out there that'll do it for cheaper than that, but still, I mean, $1.
Well, I'll tell you one of the old guru tricks out there. I know, because I worked with you. They'll tell an owner, all right, well, I'm going to charge you $750, and I'm going to get you 30 leads this month, and I'll pay for the ad spend out of that 750. Well, guess what happens the minute they get 30 leads? They quit advertising.
Yep,
and they keep the rest of the money. They don't keep pouring it in there like they should to get you 60 leads, 80 leads, or like we saw 87 leads in that month. Once they have done their thing, that's where their profit margin is. So if that's the agreement, then that's the agreement. But that's one of the little tricks that they do on the side to you think you're getting $750 worth of advertising. You're not. Look at that.
All right.
There you go.
Let's we've been on for about half an hour almost. So let's go ahead and make the offer here, Mr. Reed. So
can you refresh that page once? Can you do that?
I can do anything.
There you go. We got that part down. How about that? Uncle Randy did I was able to type in a headline. So if they go to Dojo Max Rocks /easy ads, right up there.
DojoMaxRocks.com/easy.
There you go. And all you have to do is go here, click that button, and use the code Easy Ads. Pay your $1. Where's it at in there? Sarah,
I'm going to unclick Pro Calls, and I'm going to put Easy Ads in here. What was the coupon code? Easy Ads?
Easy Ads, but it's got to be capitals, I think.
Oh, well, let's see. Wow, look at that. Nope. $1.
Hey, there it is.
$1.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do, and we're off to the races. Now, once that happens, let's talk about another challenge that we have. Our biggest challenge in the things we do is what? Getting the owners to fill out their onboarding documents.
Yes.
That's the biggest problem we have. And I get it. We're busy. We need, but we've got now what we're normally doing is we charge $297 onboarding fee that you get back if you have all your paperwork in 14 days. And we had to do that because we had people that were 2 months not getting their paperwork in. So after you click here, you have to pay that $1. You're going to be directed to your onboarding documents, or else I don't know how we're doing that, or Francisco will get a hold of them. Get those damn get those damn documents in, and we've got you onboarded, and we are off to the races. Let's start driving some people in there. And I tell you what, we can't make this guarantee because we never know what happens. But if you can't in 2 months for $2 make enough money to pay for Easy Ads for the next 3 years, I would be amazed. I really would.
Well, I tell you, and part of this deal is not just you're saving the $297 on the setup fee, but normally we charge $297 a month for Easy Ads to go. And I think Randy mentioned earlier that after your 60 days is up, we're only going to charge you $197 for it in the future. It's just, I mean, $200 to be able to run your own ads and get all of these people coming in at a reduced price. Just, I mean, you can't pass that up.
Yep. And you know, the other thing we talked about, sometimes people don't understand this part of marketing, and I didn't either really. Let's say if we're charging $200 a month, that's $2,400 a year. Let's say your first month, this thing gets you 2 students that you wouldn't have got. And let's say your student value is $1,500. So now you've made $3,000 you wouldn't have. So you've paid for the thing for the whole year.
Already.
For the whole year, it's done. It's over. You don't have to worry about everything else is profit from that point forward. And so once you get and that's the way as I was running our schools, you know, we've got some pretty big schools that I work with. Once we realize our ROI, let's not focus on, hey, did we get 3 this month or 4 this month? What do we need to do to pay for this thing for the year? All right, boom, it's paid for the year. Any checks we write are all profit checks now going forward. And that's worked out really well for us for our mindset.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, I mean, for instance, the other schools we're working on, they're paying, I think we're running, who is the one we're kicking butt with? Master Bill Clark. We're doing their Google ads for them. They're only spending $5 a day and they're smoking it, man.
Oh,
and yeah. So you can put together your program. You can say, all right, if you let's put our ad spend on top of our Easy Ads $2,400. 300, what would that be? If you spent $20, let's say you spent $300 a month, that's another $3,600. So now you're at $6,000 for the year. If your student value is $1,500, you need to enroll 4 students and you paid for the whole damn thing for the year.
Yeah,
that's it. And so getting your program set, get it paid for the year, and man, you're off to the races.
Say I sent out a poll in all of our groups that you guys are watching in, asking people how many members did they sign up in February this year, right. And the majority of the people came in between 6 and 15, but the majority of that was between 6 and 10. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you quickly that Apex, and if you want proof, I'll be happy to pull up Spark for you. You know, we signed up 20 new members this month utilizing Easy Ads for our program at Apex. And so, I mean, it's not something that we're going to push that doesn't work, because if it doesn't work, that means that it's not producing for me at a local martial art.
Well, more importantly, Doug, you signed up 20 this month, but we've been using this for 6 months or so, and you've been averaging 25 new students a month, haven't you? Something like that. I know it was a big number that you did in the year 2022. And so this is where the real power of this thing is. The ability to know that what you're going to run is working. Now, if anybody has ever been to Warren Robins, it's not New York City. It's a small town in Georgia. And Doug is absolutely murdering them in that town. And so does it work? Yep. Will it work for you? Probably. Now, if it doesn't, then I'm getting an error, can only get on dojomax.com. Well, we'll take a look at that thing. Sometimes that happens. So we'll take a look at it. Thank you. We'll get back to you on that. But being able to run these things with confidence, and if the problem comes in, now I got a backup plan. It's just not like, oh, what do I do? Do I got to go buy another course? Do I got to go pay a group? No, come on, jump on the Facebook group, jump on the Q&A call. If it's an emergency, give us a call. And speaking of emergencies, a while back, right before they were doing the midterm elections, they were blocking people right and left. Okay, so there you go. They were blocking people and kicking people off and shutting people down on Facebook ads right and left. Anything that give them their idea was block first and ask questions later. It's not as bad, but what happens when your account gets blocked? Well, we've got a system. We've got people that we can talk to, and we actually have a good enough relationship with Facebook. We've got a rep that Francisco calls them up, and we can get through it. So we probably a couple times a month, we get that panic phone call. Oh, they shut my ads down. And well, which is interesting because they'll shut it down for one school, but they don't shut it down for the other school, run the exact same ad.
Yeah.
So thank you, Facebook.
But fortunately, I said we got that direct connection.
Yep. Right. And those are just, we're the Facebook support team behind everything we're trying to do at a very reasonable rate.
So,
all right,
there it is. 60 days for $1. dojomaxrocks.com/easy ads. And we'll go in and actually we'll put that link in all of the groups as well for you guys to take a look at that. We'll copy and paste and stick it in there so it's easy for you to be able to get to.
Yeah. Now back to that onboarding. That's a bit of a process, like anything else. It's just not one click. You got to get it done. But also, we're going to onboard people in the order that they enroll in the program. So you don't want to be number 22 on this thing. Jump on there, pay. Now, is that $1 a month or was that $1 for 2 months?
It's $1 for 2 months.
Oh man, 50 cents a month.
I was going to take the extra $1 though when you said it. I wasn't going to. That's another beer.
Exactly. Well, the one less beer, but I thought we at least got the $1 a month. All right, gang. Well, I sure appreciate your time. Mr. Rankin, anything else on your side?
No, sir. I am responding to a text message of somebody who says that they're interested in buying this right now. So, yeah, perfect. You guys better get on this thing.
Get it rolling. All right.
Thanks.
I'm over and out. Everybody up.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Get on this damn thing before I use the worst profanity. Don't be a knucklehead.
Have a good day, guys.
For a sales pitch. Yeah.
Good one.